And welcome back here tonight at 6 o'clock. As we told you last night, the city of Waterloo has now received a $750,000 grant to look at potentially relocating the Canadian National Railyard, which is currently located just north of the downtown area and north of East High School, between essentially East 4th Street, right off East 4th, and over to Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. So KWW reporter David Warrington has been looking into this for us. He's live right now at the CN Railyard and joins us with more. And David, tell us more about what this grant really represents and what they might be able to do with it.
Well, Ron, the funding for this grant actually comes from the bipartisan infrastructure bill signed into law by the president back in November of 2021. And with this grant, the city of Waterloo will be able to look into whether or not they would like to move this rail yard. Now, back in September of last year, the city of Waterloo applied for this grant through the U.S. Department of Transportation's Neighborhood Access and Equity Program. With this grant, the city will be able to look at several things, such as what the cost and magnitude would be of potentially moving the rail yard, what opportunities there are to improve safety in this current location, and how they can reinvest in the surrounding neighborhood.
Asking that question, you take a look at that area. It's been that way for over 100 years. How can we reinvest greater in that area? You know, what happens, what type of safety improvements can we make, and then what happens if there is a relocation or changes.
Now, the city will eventually have a consultant come in and look at different options that they have moving forward. Mayor Hart stressed the great relationship the city currently has with the rail yard, and he also expressed his appreciation for the bipartisan infrastructure bill, which has provided funding for this, as well as other projects locally, such as the LaPorte Road construction. And Mayor Hart stressed to me the importance of reinvesting in this neighborhood. That will play a big part in whatever decision they do make moving forward. Live in Waterloo, David Warrington, News 7, KWWL.
Now, David, hey, thanks for the update tonight. Let me emphasize also, Mayor Hart says at this time, this is just a planning grant. There are no official plans yet in place to move the rail yard at this time, but it's something they'll just be exploring throughout this entire process. And of course, we'll keep you informed.